Now I would like to move ahead and quote something which is very, very relevant to today's topic of the event, that is NGO. And the quote is, it is easier to give than to take. It is nobler to give than to take. The thrill of taking lasts a day, the thrill of giving lasts a lifetime. So, today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be listening to five speakers who are here to celebrate and speak about the NGOs. So, with that being said, now I would like to move ahead and introduce our very first speaker of the day. And Alicia, ma'am, we are starting with you, right? Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
here for Alicia, ma'am, I would like to mention a quote that is, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And Miss Alicia Vijoy is a true dreamer. She is a true dreamer. She dreams for a world where NGOs and corporates can work together hand in hand, and which is why she is a leading I2U social foundation, which is an ecosystem builder for non-profits and corporations alike. She is known for fetching seamless solutions for the problems faced by 100 plus NGOs. So now, can you please have Miss Alicia Vijoy with us? Thank you so much, ma'am. You may please proceed.
Hope I'm very much audible to everyone.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am, you are.
Good evening, everyone. And thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. I'm really glad to be part of this event today. Okay, so before I start with the topic, my topic is why communication is important for the NGOs. But to begin with, I would like to give a brief introduction about my organization, because then you will be able to understand that where I am coming from and why I choose to speak on this topic. Okay, so the organization I work with or I head is India is Us, which is which was the formal name. Now we are ITU Social Foundation, which is an NGO ecosystem support that helps corporates in fulfilling their CSR initiatives with the assistance of verified NGOs. Yes, we are having almost, we are having more than 100 plus NGOs working with us across India. They are working on 12 different causes that includes literacy and education, health and nutrition, environmental conservation, women empowerment, poverty alleviation, care for the elderly, animal welfare, skill development, and people with special needs, child welfare, WASH, and heritage. And trust me, all our NGOs are doing good and they're contributing their bit to add to the society and make it a more livable place. So, on this platform, I really would like to give a big round of applause for all my partner NGOs. And one of my partner NGOs is here with me sharing the stage, and I'm feeling very happy for that. And that is IDYMF. So, there are partner NGOs, and of course, they are also doing a wonderful work. So, what Indiazers is doing and why we thought of initiating Indiazers. So the support we provide to NGOs is just to have one vision is to make them perform better. And the services which we are giving to them are marketing communications, fundraising assistance, and capacity building activities. These services are helping my NGOs to have to cut their timing on focusing on such activities and to focus more on their activities, core activities, like going to the fields, working on their initiatives, getting more donors. So like that, we are just trying to handhold the NGOs so that they can focus more on their core activities instead of focusing on marketing communications, capacity building, because there we feel that our experts like CSR experts and communication professionals are really there to handle the NGOs. So this is a short introduction of India is Us. And we are just 6 years old, but in the 6 years we have achieved a lot when it is coming to having good and reliable NGOs working with us. When it is to reach all the corners of India, yes, we are having NGO from Kashmir as well. They are working in sports. So our reach is getting vast. And it is I just feel like I'm a mother of more than 100 plus NGOs. So that is a very great moment when we cross 100, and when we get to know that okay, my NGOs are doing so good, they are getting awards, they are getting so many things, and their programs are being appreciated because they keep sharing their initiatives with us. Now let us discuss that why communication is important for NGOs, which is my topic for the day. So somewhere I read communication must be hot. Yes, hot stands for honest, open, and two-way. And when it comes to social sector, it definitely goes well, because this is a sector where we all have to communicate well, and definitely we have to communicate. So someone is saying that my sound is very feeble. Is it better now? Can someone help me, please? If it is better now?
It's
Very
loud and
nice,
clear.
very nice, very nice. Very nice.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks. So yeah, so I was saying that communication must be hot. Yes, it is very true. Now that I have been given the opportunity to talk on the subject in detail, I will address different problem statements and how communication can help. So the first topic which I would like to discuss is communication helps dispel lack of awareness about the NGOs and its work. Why I gave such a statement? Because see, every day we are getting, lots of NGOs onboarding. We are having, like I initially told you, that we are working with more than 100 plus NGOs across India. But when I was not working with the NGOs, and when anyone was asked me that, can you just talk about few NGOs, or can you donate to some NGOs? So my answer were, yes, I know few NGOs, and they are CRY, Helpage India, Smile Foundation. So there were some names which were always there on my lips. Then I went to malls. Because I love traveling. I always used to be travel. So there are many people who approached me, "Hey, ma'am, can you donate to the NGOs? It is just 100 rupees which you have to donate." But I was very much doubtful कि ये मेरे पैसे सही जगह जा रहे हैं कि नहीं. Okay. So I was like, yeah, because I'm a person who really love to donate. I still support, my NGOs. I do small donations. But at that time, when I was ready to donate, but I was not ready to trust the NGOs, because NGOs तो 3 लाख हैं. अब 3 लाख NGO में किसको भरोसा करूं? I can only trust those NGOs जिनका काम मैंने कभी देखा है. ओके, या मैं देख रही हूँ हमेशा. Every day I get a call. NGOs अपने बारे में बताते हैं, we onboard them, we do some verifications. But if we are not able to do any verification for the NGO, we do not onboard them, because then I have to vouch for them in front of my CSR experts, in front of my donors and volunteers. Right. अब NGO के पास ये प्रॉब्लम होती है कि मैम ऐसा है ना कि वी आर डूइंग लॉट्स ऑफ वर्क, वी आर डूइंग ग्राउंड वर्क मैम, हम हमेशा फील्ड में रहते हैं, and we really have to focus on our core activities, and we don't get time to talk about ourselves. But to be very honest, I really cannot buy that point, because when it is coming to social sector, it cannot be just one individual who can make a difference. It has to be a group of people working together and then making the difference. We have to make a chain of chain makers, right? And that is only possible when you talk about yourself, when you talk about your projects, the programs which you're doing, the initiatives which you have taken, right? So I always try to explain NGOs ki, bhai, I understand you're doing lots of good work. And I can really tell this, that yes, NGOs, there are many NGOs who are doing lots of hard work. काफी कुछ कर रहे हैं वो, मतलब मुझे पता भी नहीं था कितनी सारी चीजें हैं जो मैं कभी सोच नहीं सकती हूँ. एनजीओ चीज को सोच रहे, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं, या मैं जो आज सोच रही हूँ उन्होंने 5 साल पहले सोच लिया, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं. ओके, एंड आई एम रियली इन लव विद द वर्क दे आर डूइंग, बट आई रियली हेट when they are not able to communicate about themselves. मैंने इतनी सारी चीजें बोली, आई एम श्योर यहाँ पे जो एनजीओ मुझे सुन रहे हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं मुझसे रिलेट कर रहे होंगे कि अगर आप कम्युनिकेट नहीं करोगे, अगर आप लोगों को भरोसा नहीं दिलाओगे कि आप अच्छा काम कर रहे हो, तो आप कम्युनिटी को एक साथ लेकर के कैसे चलोगे, कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट कैसे करोगे? व्हेन इट्स कमिंग टू द एनजीओ, you cannot fund your NGO for the entire life. You need CSR budget, you need CSR fund, you need people who can be your volunteers, you need people who can be your donors. आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आप कभी बात नहीं करेंगे और लोग अपने आप आपके पास आ जाएंगे कि मैं आपका वॉलंटियर बनना चाहता हूँ, मैं आपका डोनर बनना चाहता हूँ? आई एम सो सॉरी बट दिस इज द फैक्ट कि ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है. यू हैव टू स्पीक फॉर योरसेल्फ. आप जो भी काम कर रहे हैं उसको आप दिखाइए जरूर. आपने जो भी इनिशिएटिव लिया है, ट्राई टू मेक अ चेन ऑफ चेंज मेकर्स, बिकॉज ये जो चेंज मेकर्स है ना, ये आपको लेकर के आगे तक जाएंगे. Now, the second thing, which is very much important, is the CSR funding. Is definitely you get from the corporate connects. So every day we are getting lots of calls. Okay, they are asking us to do their funding assistance or to raise funds for them. But now you tell me that if I am not aware about your organization, how I'm going to vouch for yourself, for you in front of any of the corporates, because वहाँ तो आपकी इज्जत भी है, हमारी इज्जत भी है. Okay, I should be very much confident what I am talking. All right. So I always say कि yes, NGOs, we are there to help you out. So just do one thing, because India is having one policy that until and unless we do not check their annual report, we do not check their corporate their concept notes or proposals, we do not give them any commitment that we will be doing fundraising assistance for you, or yes, we can raise funds for you. That we never commit. So I say yes, okay, you share your annual report, your concept note and your proposal with me, and let me just go through it and let me come back to you कि yes, I can help you out. And trust me, 10 calls अगर मेरे पास आते हैं, उसमें से सिर्फ 2 NGO ही हैं जो मुझे सारे डिटेल्स ला करके देते हैं. So this is the importance of communication. You should have your annual report ready. You should have your concept note ready before you are reaching to any fundraising assistance. Because then, if you're not coming to agencies like us or to initiatives like us, you can try yourself. आप खुद जाएं, आप किसी corporate को बस बात करें. Do you think that in professional world there is any value of word? No. Documents matters. So everything should be documented. And when it is coming to raising fund for your NGO, you should be ready with your documents. And documents obviously plays a very crucial role, because जैसे HR होते हैं, उनके पास इतने सारे resumes आते हैं, बट जो resume उनको अच्छा लगता है वो उसको पिक करते हैं and उसको interviews के schedule करते हैं. Like that, CSR heads are also getting lots of proposals every day. Do you think that आपका proposal आप उनके पास गया वो तुरंत उठाएंगे and they will read it? And when you don't have the documents, are they going to trust my words? And am I going to believe कि हाँ मेरा जो partner NGO जो भी वो बोल रहा है, I should trust it? No, we are working in a professional world. We should only trust the documents. We should only trust whatever is written and in front of me. I'm very much sure that everyone will be with me on this topic. I can see that Akash is nodding and he's giving his go ahead. Yes, whatever I'm saying it in the right way. So this is the importance of communication when it is coming to raising fund for your NGO. अगर आपके पास ये सारी चीजें रेडी नहीं होंगे, आई एम सो सॉरी, बट आप खुद कर लें या हमारी जैसी आप 10 इनिशिएटिव्स को अप्रोच कर लें, it will be very tough for us to raise fund, or it will be very tough for you to raise funds. आप फिर वही कर सकते हैं कि आपके कुछ कनेक्ट्स हैं आसपास, you can get funds from them, but that is not long term sustainability. So whatever I'm saying today, I'm just keeping one thing in mind, that you should have your sustainable model, and sustainable model can only work like this. So this is the second thing which is very important, and whatever I am saying today, I'm just saying everything with my experience, because every day we are in talks with lots of NGOs, we are hearing their problem, we are solving most of their problems. But yes, उन लोगों की प्रॉब्लम हम आराम से सॉल्व कर सकते हैं जो खुद के लिए रेडी हैं. खुद के लिए वो रेडी तभी हो सकते हैं when they are having all their communication at place. Okay. So the third thing is कि with meaningful communication you are better able to reach your donors and sustain them. So this is the third point, because like I said that NGO needs their brand presence, NGO needs corporate funding, NGO needs donors and volunteers. हमें क्या लगता है कि डोनर्स वॉलंटियर्स तो हमने कॉल किया because we also raise fund for NGOs every alternate months or every month whenever my NGO is in need. So we are having some database of donors, we approach them, उनको message करते हैं and they just ask for the account number and they transfer the amount. But why they're doing this? Because we are able to communicate to them that whatever NGO are working with us are reliable NGOs. You can trust them. Okay, so how we work? Suppose XYZ NGO approached me that I need ration distribution drive. I want to conduct ration distribution drive, and for that I need funding. What I ask the NGOs? Okay, ठीक है मैं fund ला के देती हूँ. No, we ask the NGO to share a detail with us कि आप क्यों राशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कर रहे हैं, आप क्यों नहीं वहां पे सैनिटरी नैपकिन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कर रहे हैं. ओके, दैट मीन्स द मैपिंग शुड बी डन प्रॉपरली कि जहां पे जो रिक्वायरमेंट है आप वहीं पे जाकर के वो चीज पहुंचा रहे हैं. The ration which you are giving, is it going to sustain that family at least for 10 days or 15 days, or it is just for one day? So what is your mapping? Once I get all the detail from the NGO, I pass on, we make a content, then we draft it properly, and then we send it to our donors with all the details. So donors के लिए बहुत easy हो जाता है because everything is very transparent. Okay, like I said in the very beginning that honesty in the communication is very important when it is coming to development social sector. Because वो trust factor अगर missing है ना, तो it is very difficult for anyone to give you money. In fact, मैं भी नहीं देती 50 रुपीज भी. अगर मुझे एनजीओ ऐसे बोलता है कि मैम 50 रुपीज दे दो, मुझे बच्चों को कॉपी देना है, तो बच्चा स्कूल भी जाता है कि नहीं कॉपी दे के करोगे क्या उसको. So recently, I'm just giving one example. Recently, I got one requirement from one of my partner NGO. They asked us कि we need to distribute this stationery to the school students. When I asked them what is the cost of one copy, they just said कि we are having 100 students and we want to distribute them stationery. Okay, a very nice initiative. So can you just give me the detail of, costing of the notebook? They said 65 rupees for one notebook. 65 rupees? Are you serious? एक नोटबुक का 65 रुपीज? मतलब मैं तो 20 रुपए कॉपी खरीदती हूँ यार. आप जब बल्क में लेते हो तो आपको 20-30 रुपए पड़ते हैं. इंस्टेड ऑफ वन नोटबुक आप उनको 3 सब्जेक्ट के लिए डिफरेंट नोटबुक दे दो ना. वो एक नोटबुक लेकर के बच्चा क्या करेगा? सो देयर शुड बी प्रॉपर प्लानिंग कि हम कैसे करें. So we just discuss with the NGOs कि आप ऐसे नहीं आप ऐसे कर लो, this will work for you better. Then because we have to convince our donors also. We approach to our donors, we get the funds done, but we don't stop there. What we do, the next level of communication, we get the pictures from the NGOs of that activity, the drive they have done as a proof. ठीक है, मेरे donors मेरे को trust कर रहे हैं, but कब तक? Right, and I always believe that if someone is giving you a single penny, you should respect that. क्योंकि हर कोई मेहनत करके पैसे कमाता है. And when it is coming to NGOs, I'm very much sure they are struggling a lot, because I can see I am in touch with so many NGOs and I can see the struggle they are going through, and especially during COVID. So everything should be planned ताकि आप एक sustainable model बना रहे हैं. फिर नेक्स्ट जो एक्टिविटीज एनजीओ के पास आती है, जो फोटोज आते हैं, वी शेयर दोज फोटोज अलोंग विद द बिल टू माय डोनर्स विद ईच एंड एवरी डिटेल. टैक्सेस भी मेंशन होते हैं. ओके, देन डोनर इज सेटिस्फाइड कि ओके, देयर इज वेयर माय मनी इज गेटिंग यूटिलाइज्ड. Again, we don't stop there. This is the second level of communication that we do. The third level is we share a thank you card to the donors. We share a thank you card in soft copy as well and hard copy as well. बट वो सॉफ्ट जो थैंक यू कार्ड होता है वो सिर्फ इंडियंस की तरफ से नहीं जाता है. वी गेट द सिग्नेचर ऑफ द एनजीओ फाउंडर एज वेल, बिकॉज माई डोनर शुड नो. एंड कहते हैं ना कि आप कुछ अच्छा काम करो, अगर उसको एप्रिसिएशन मिलता है तो यू टेंड टू डू गुड जॉब. आपका ऑटोमेटिक वो एक होता है कि अरे मैंने अच्छा काम किया, मुझे एप्रिसिएशन मिला, let's continue doing good work. So my job is also to convert people, to convince people to do good job. क्योंकि हम तो बस दिन भर बैठ के सिस्टम के सामने काम करने से जिंदगी नहीं चलती है. There is so many things that we have to do. We should add some value to our life and to the society. So this is how the second thing, I mean, this is the fourth level of communication that we do. So this is the request to every NGO, because I have seen, आप ये देखो आपके पास एक डोनर आज आ गया, ठीक है, वाई दोज डोनर्स आर सस्टेनिंग विथ मी, बिकॉज दे आर गेटिंग टू नो कि उन्होंने जितने पैसे लगाए हैं एवरीथिंग इज वेल यूटिलाइज्ड एंड दे आर आल्सो गेटिंग रिपोर्ट ऑफ इट. ओके, व्हेन दे आर गेटिंग अ थैंक यू कार्ड, आई हैव रिसीव्ड लॉट्स ऑफ फीडबैक फ्रॉम माय डोनर्स कि ये थैंक यू कार्ड जब मेरे हाथ पे आया ना तो वी फेल्ट लाइक वाओ, आज मैंने कुछ अच्छा काम किया है. And that person has only given 50 rupees, but उसको 50 rupees में जो happiness मिली है वो 50 rupees का 500 rupees हो जाएगा, ये मैं समझ सकती हूँ, because I also started with 50 rupees. Okay, तो वो जो खुशी मिलती है वो ऐसी चीजें बहुत आसानी से कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. एनजीओस क्या करते हैं, मैं सारे एनजीओस को नहीं काउंट कर रही हूँ, मैं कुछ स्पेसिफिक यहाँ पे जब भी मैं बात कर रही हूँ, आई एम गिविंग सम एग्जांपल्स so that people can relate with it. So I am not talking about all the NGOs or the entire community. I am talking about those particular NGOs who are not very much focused on their communication. They get the donors, उसके बाद उनका एक फोटो डाल देते हैं फेसबुक पे, that's it. But you should be in touch with the donor, क्योंकि donor मिलना and to sustain them is also very important. Okay, like we always say, I am from the marketing background, कि client लाना तो आसान है, but the client, to sustain the client is not a very easy job. To sustain client is very much important. Okay, and I'm very fortunate enough that in my organization we are surviving mostly on the 80% existing clients. So that is making our life very easy in a way, because then we don't have to run in the market entire time pitching and calling. We are having 80% older clients with us. So this is a request to every NGO. Whenever you are getting any fund from the donors, just not make it one day event by putting their posts on social media and then getting over it. No, just be in touch with that donor. You can just note their anniversary, maybe their birthday. Maybe you just keep sending them about your updates. वो चाहे छोटा भी क्यों ना हो. If you think that this is a very small initiative, still you should share it with the donors. Okay, because I'm very much sure that all the donors you might be having must be from different financial background. Some might be paying you 1,000, some might be paying you 5 lakhs, some might be paying you 10 lakhs also, or maybe 50 rupees also. So you never know that which drive can attract which donor. So just keep your donor updated with all your activities. Not only this, job activities kar rahe ho. If you are getting awarded, if you are celebrating your foundation day, if you are celebrating any of your success story, just share with them. They will be very happy to see that they will very happy to see their NGO grow, because now this is their NGO. They are the stakeholders. They are contributing their money in your NGO. Okay, so they are in a way they're stakeholders. So they will be very happy when you will be keep sharing your activities with them. This will help them in other way. अब क्या होगा कि they have paid you once, but if they will see that okay, you're doing so many things, and especially when they will see your case studies, which we normally do not do, but yes, we must do that, because then they will sustain with you. They will not go to other NGOs. That is why we are brand sponsors, right? We get like if I'm wearing this jacket of some particular brand, I'll prefer this blazer again. I'll not go with some other brand because then I have feel the difference कि मेरे को ये पहनने से what are the benefits that I'm getting. Okay. So वो जो that loyalty should come. Donors and volunteers should be loyal to you. So every NGO must focus on this. I know India is having lots of population, but इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि you keep on jumping to other donors. You have to increase your database of your donors and volunteers. You never know, your volunteer can help you in getting your video done, getting your creative done, helping you to promote yourself on social media. So there are many things which your donors and volunteers can support you. And just never ask any of the donors just to contribute their money. Ask them to also contribute their skill. Ask them to contribute their time because time is also very precious. Today we are here, so everyone has taken time out of their schedule, and then only we are here today. So that goes with each and every activity which we do. So we must respect all these things. We must take care. We must consider that communication is also very important in getting donors and volunteers and also to sustain them. Now I'll just like to talk about the modes of communication. Because communication is a very huge thing. There are so many things that comes under communication. So there are so many things which are there are many things. There are many modes of communication. So that varies from segment to segment from your TG. So suppose the communication which you have to do about your NGO, of course, you should go with social media. You should go with your local community. You should go with the RW societies, which is just nearby you. Okay, so these are some communication modes which you should definitely work on. Social media is very much important because today everyone is so much convinced with social media, and I'll not just say social media, but yes, digital media. So digital media, because website is very much important. Whenever I am hearing about any of the company name, what is the first thing that I do? First thing is I go and check their website. When I get to see their website, I feel a bit relaxed. Okay, they're having their proper website. As an एक just one page website. Okay, I just see that how professionally they have made their website, because that gives me the message that yes, this person is very much particular about their work, and that is why they are very much organized. That gives me the feeling that if I'm working with this person, things will be very smooth and I can trust on that particular person. Second thing, what I do is I go and browse their social media platform just to see that how much active they are in their work, how much, what all are the work they're doing, how many people are associated with them, okay, how many donors are with them, how many supports they get. So that all we get to know from digital platform. So to have a website, to have a social media should be, should be there in current scenario, because people are so digitally active, especially after COVID. If there was no COVID, I am very much sure Akash ने ये जो event है ये एक live event होता, मतलब हम एक offline event करते हैं. But today we are using technology, and that is again a very great thing, because then he is able to get people from across India, which is not possible in offline events, right? So we are having such a wonderful technology nowadays that you can reach to any corner of the world. Why not use that and use it in a very proper way? If you are not having your website at place, if you're not having a social media at place, first thing after this event, you should go and do it ASAP, because it will definitely going to add value to what you are doing. So this is coming to one mode of communication when I am talking about how NGOs can increase their visibility. At the same time, they should also be ready with their printable things, or maybe something in soft copy, maybe a PPT or a brochure. And one thing is very much important is you should communicate with your donors in their local language as well. I know English is universal language and we all are using it. Suppose one NGO is in Bihar. I'm from Bihar, that is why I'm taking example of Bihar. So ऐसा नहीं है कि people are not able to understand English, but when you talk in their local language, they feel very connected. That happens everywhere, right? When you see two bongs talking to each other, they will talk in Bengali. When you see Maharashtrians talking to each other, they talk in Marathi because they feel very, close, and they feel very close to the topic. कि we should talk in our local language. So to the NGOs, whenever you are making your brochure or any communication that you want to give to your donors or to volunteers or to local corporates, please make it in both the languages, English, of course, because it is the universal language, and the local language as well. Because like I said in the very beginning, social sector also needs some emotional conversation, that it has to be there. The tone of the conversation should always be emotional, sympathetic. Why we ask for the case studies? Because then I want to evoke that sympathy and empathy in people ki bhai is cheez se aap, you might be following Impact Guru and so many other sites where you can raise funds and see their videos. They are so emotional that you don't just want to scroll it. You just don't want to scroll it, you just want to see the video. जब वो pain देखते हो, then you feel like oh, let's contribute something. Okay, so that should be the tone of the communication. It should be focused on their donor database, their volunteer database, and then accordingly they should talk. Now, when it is coming to raising funds, so how the communication should be. So when it is coming to reaching to the corporates and to the CSR heads, Sanjeevani, please let me know. Hope I'm not exceeding the time limit. If yes, then please you can just message me. Because when it comes to social sector and when it comes to guiding NGOs, I really become very emotional because this is the very important part of our society. You are on mute, Sanjeevani. I'm not able to hear you.
Okay, so is it possible for you to wind it up in 5 minutes?
Yeah, of course. In fact, I
Okay.
was about to wind up in 5 minutes. Then I thought of asking, कि उसको भी
Okay.
reduce तो नहीं करना है. Okay. So now when it is coming to reaching to the corporates for funding, so the communication tools must be your concept note, your proposal, your one pager, because then you cannot expect the CSR head to follow your Facebook and follow your social media and then decide to give you the grants. Like I said in the beginning, the documents really plays a very crucial role when it comes to raising fund for yourself. So whenever you are trying to reach to any of the corporates, please be ready with these documents. You must have your concept note and proposal well drafted, well designed. It is just not like, because I have seen lots of proposals and trust me, I don't feel like going through it. But just because they're my partner NGO, I feel very pity, I have to do it. And then I start reading the concept note. Then I start asking my creative team to please make it look beautiful. Because that is important. They are also getting lots of concept note and proposals every day. So you have to stand out there. Your proposal should stand out, taki, they just get it and they read it and they relate it. Okay. So just make sure whenever you are reaching to any of the partners for funding, make sure that you are ready with all these things. Okay. Because these are the only things which help CSR advisors or CSR heads to decide whether they have to give you the funds or not. All the programs should be mentioned properly. You should have at least 3 to 5 years annual report ready so that they can go through it and they trust you, they trust your work, and that also help initiatives like us to vouch on your behalf in front of the corporates. Right. Now the last thing, when it is coming to donors and volunteers, I have almost covered that thing, but again, because I'm talking topic wise, So when you're talking to the donors and volunteers, you should definitely talk in their local language. I'm not saying that you just have to talk in every language possible, because India is having so many languages, it will be very tough. But you are having some specific donors with you, try to talk in their local language, or try to talk in the language your NGO is based in, or the areas where your NGOs are working, because that will add value to your work. That will help you get more donors, because there might be people who will not be able to understand English, but they will be able to understand their local language, and they will connect with you better, and they will come forward to support you. So just spoke to Sanjeevani, and I was just having 5 minutes. So I would like to wind up, and I am very much sure that after the session, at least few of the NGOs will definitely think in this way, and they will go and implement at least 1% of what I said today, and that 1% will definitely add value to their work. And all the best to all the NGOs. You all are doing very good, and keep contributing to the society. Just make sure that this social development sector cannot be work alone. You have to have people working with you. So don't try to move alone. Try to move with people. Thank you so much.
Okay,
I
thank you.
just
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Alicia ma'am, for giving us insights on how important communication it is for the NGOs. A few pointers that I like the most in your speech were the fact that you mentioned that it is very important for the donors to also contribute their time and skills as well, and even the non-monetary contribution also counts. Other than that, you also mentioned the fact that how important it is to communicate with the donor in their local language if you can. It just helps one to build a personal connection. So thank you so much, ma'am. So just in case if anyone wants to ask any question to Alicia ma'am, you can please unmute yourself and please go ahead. So Dr. Manoj Sehgal, you can please unmute yourself now.
Hi, thanks, and lovely presentation.
Thank you so much, Dr. Manoj.
I have a question, and I think we all face once in a while. I'm also associated with a lot of NGOs, practically 36, if I'm not very wrong right now. The biggest issue comes in right now when your friends approach you for some favor and you know it is not possible. And second thing, you know it is also a fraud. They have not approached you for the right reason. They are interested in getting something from it. How do you tackle such scenario? I mean, diplomatically. I've tried doing it, but I want to know a female's perspective. I'm sure Ravi Shankar will also have something to add later on. I'm sure Ravi Bhai is also there, so he will also have the same thing. When people ask him unnecessary for certificates and everything, it's very difficult. I understand, and I know that they are interested in promoting. But the difficult part is when your own friends and colleagues and people you're known for years want to do this, and you know you have to tackle them slightly diplomatically. So I want to know a female's perspective. How do you handle?
So thank you so much, Dr. Manoj, for this very interesting question. Because and to be very honest, abhi tak I have not faced such concerns, because I keep boasting about my NGOs and my work to everyone, and in all my friend circle they know that I'm mother of more than 100 NGOs, and they always approach me for this. Yes, it is very important. Like you asked me, there are many NGOs who are doing fraud, and they just need money for some certifications or something. I have come across, not from my friends, but from this community. They approached to us, "Ki Madam ji, we need fund for one of our projects." I said, "Okay, very interesting. What is your cost?" He will tell me, "Ki ma'am, cost we will decide. You just let me know how much funds you are able to give it to me. If you think that literacy and education are getting more funds, I'll start working on literacy and education. If you think that child welfare is getting more funding, I'll plan something around child welfare." Okay. So first thing, we should definitely ask the NGOs that what are the causes you're working on. Every NGO are having primary causes and the secondary causes. Okay. And you should also always ask about the documents which I just mentioned in my speech. That this is where documents plays a very important role, because when it is coming to professional world, or when it is coming to support system as well, I cannot trust everyone on their words. There should be something. So, doctor, you can definitely ask your friend who is asking you to give such, who is coming to you with such a request. You can definitely ask them, can you just show me some success story? Because every NGO, Ravi Shankar ji will support me here. Every NGO must be having, if they are the genuine one, they must be having some good case studies with them. उन्होंने कुछ ना कुछ तो एक ऐसी स्टोरी क्रिएट की होगी which is a life changing story. So just to start with, you can ask that person, just give me one life changing story which you have done, and then you don't have to say no. आप ये कह देना कि आप कुछ करके आओ, then I'll give you the amount which you are looking for. So Dr. Manoj, hope I answered your question, or you want me to
No, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.